The Birdman is back again. The special effect is the front damage is based on your element accuracy. It's capped at 150% accuracy, so it's mostly for Haru. Then side damage increase. So gimmick is that you basically get buffs. Very simple. You get damage buff 4% up to 5 times, and then pierce rate 2% up to 5 times. So total of 20% damage increase and 10% pierce rate. The pierce rate is very nice. So here is the team. You know, at this point, right, it's getting more and more difficult to create just one rotation for, I guess, everybody, because everybody's gonna have very different teams. You can even try twins to replace one of these, even Cord or Sawamoko. But I would say that if you want to use twins for Sawamoko, you want them to be A1 R0 or A1, because it's very difficult to tank with A0 R0. Because okay, imagine that A0 R0 you can only heal on like turn 2, 3 and 5, 6, which is not a lot of turns. So if you're A1, you can heal every other turn, because you don't have to use skill 3 at all, right? Then you can also use twins strategies over Cord, which I actually got higher. Very interesting stuff. I got higher using twins over Cord, but using twins here means that you cannot use twins on the other side, because I found that twins is actually better, like more value using as medic for the Queen team. So it depends on your team, what you need. You have Sawamoko or not, you have A1 Cord or not, you have A1 twins or not, so you have to adapt yourself, I guess. So I'm just doing what's best for my account right now. So the first one we have is Haru, OTPS. She is running Wisdom and Pleasure, 5-star weapon, stat screen. And Cold is running Trust and Prosperity, got 5-star weapon, stat screen. Then Sawamoko, if you don't have her, you can use, of course, any healer or even medic twin, like I already said. They are actually pretty good as a medic, as long as you can survive. So she's running Harmony Power, 4-star weapon, stat screen. Then Navigator is of course Futaba, because this side is the more scoring side, because we cannot use core on the other side, and we also cannot use, I guess, twins support on the other side, because the Queen side we have to use Vino, which kind of decreases the score. Zaba running Integrity Label, 5-star weapon, stat screen. Weapon is of course Starry Compass. Then personas we have Dionysus for only Rebellion, then Vishnu of course for Magarodine. If you don't have him or you don't have Max of Occult, you can just try Cert, which works fine also. Then we have Shiva for the signature skill. For turn order 1, 2... Okay, I don't know why Wonder is second. Wonder should be first. I don't know why it says second, but this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. But actually, swapping these two doesn't necessarily matter also, so it's fine. So the team really depends on who you have and awareness and everything. Starting now, honestly, it's very difficult to have one. It's very difficult to just follow one rotation, because it's just so many variables. Right, if you have A1 R0 twins, you can even consider replacing Sawamoko completely. A1 because it's easier to survive. Then skill 2 Moko. Because my A0 R0 struggles to survive on this stage. I wanted to test it, but I couldn't, because I'm not strong enough to sustain. You can also replace twins. You also replace Cord with the twins. I actually got more using twins over Cord. But the thing is, if you use twins here, you can use twins on the other side, which I found better, using twins as medic for Queen team. Very interesting stuff. Then skill 1 with Tama, Libra defense. Then Magarodine from Vishnu. Only 3 sadly. Into Haru. Oh no, yeah, we need to skill 3 first. We have to debuff first before we use the higher highlight. So squeeze a bit more damage out. We'll do a Code skill 1. Target the one, the Garuda, and the one that has Windswept. The one that is Windswept and not resisted. And it's not a boss, because the boss is not Soul Link. If it's Soul Link, usually I think the middle boss will take more damage, but this is not Soul Link, so the sides will take more damage. At least from my experience. Then we do Q3 from Futaba. Then Shiva. Then skill 2. Then we do a core skill 3. Then we gun with Haru. Okay, hopefully Core survives. Okay, she did. Now we do a rebellion. And then we do a buff highlight from Wonder. Skill 3. And we do core skill 2. Haru skill 1. Now I just pray that we survive. At least our Moko at A0 is not like very good at sustain. Because you can only heal like 2 people using a skill 2. And the follow-up heal is not that crazy strong also. Okay, I think we should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. He's resisted. Okay. Then we do a skill 1. We got defense and get the data storm. We do a Magarudain. Pray for Windswept. 5 out of 5 maybe. No. Okay, the luck today not too good. Only 3 and 3. Then we do skill 2. Skill 1. Take the one as a Windswept and not resisted. So left Jatayu. Then we do a chord highlight. And skill 3. We should be fine now. Okay, maybe not. Pray the Samoko. Okay, no, I think should be fine. Okay, should be fine. Very though. Let me do skill 3. Final turn. Then go Shiva. Then skill 3. Skill 3 from court. And we can do Haru highlight. Then gun. Sadly this will be a bit low because only have 3 Windswept twice. We don't need probably a 2 or something. Yeah, maybe 2.7. Still decent. I can show you the rotation for twins instead of quad. It did get me quite a lot more, that's like 5 million more, 90.7 million. But again, like I already said, if you use twins here, it means that you can use twins on the other side. So it kind of depends on your account. You can just mess around, which one is better. And this is the rotation for this video. So the dog is back again. He is always back. Every single update. But yeah, nuclear damage increase, damage taken increase based on the elemental elements up to 4 stacks or 40%. Then very simple for the gimmick. You kill the souls, you get a defense debuff, and then you also inflict ailments for 2 turns. And here is the team. We are actually running a medic twins. If you don't want to use medic twin, you can use Cherish or Perrin, up to you. But twins are actually very strong as a medic, even out damage my Cherish. So we have Queen, our DPS. She's running Awareness and Truth. I recently got this 5-star weapon, which is nice. I don't have to look at the ugly 4-star weapon anymore. Sad screen. Then our sustain is going to be the twins. Twins are actually very good at sustain. 2 reasons. Number 1, this fire ice combo is really good. It's good because of the tick buff and the highlight as well. The highlight is this highlight. attack and damage also. And you also have the healing one. The healing one is nothing crazy, it's just a healing move. But thankfully this stage doesn't hit that hard. So E0 R0 can sustain. If you use a medic twin for the Haru side, you will struggle to survive. I couldn't survive. Both with the shield, the guardian and the medic roll, I cannot survive. Because I can only use this 2 times in the entire fight, as opposed to 3 times if I have A1. So it depends on your awarenesses also. If you're A1 R0, you can consider using twins as medic on the other side. Then they are running Departure Prosperity. So we are not running the activity and power. We need this prosperity because of the highlight. 5-star weapon. I know it says here 29.6, but it's fine for me because my win can give 0.8%. So I can still read 30% in battle. And also same thing with the attack. Then we have Vino, which is a must-have pretty much for a Queen team. And because of that, Queen becomes like a lower scoring side for this week. Vino, I'm not saying Vino is bad, but having twins and Court together would be more ideal. Will score more than a Vino, but Queen does need elements to function. Or that's unfortunate. But yeah, she's running Harmony and Truth as a weapon, stat screen. Then we have Win as Navigator, of course. She's running Labor and Integrity as a weapon, stat screen. So the dagger I'm running Starry Compass because of defense debuff, 22%. And R5. So again, do your defense calculations. The nice thing about the Starry Compass is that the defense reduction is at 0% after this. Which means that the entire rotation, I just need 1 Rakunta. I don't need any more defense debuff from under. Which means I can use buffs to do more damage. So the first persona we have Komokuten. Since I don't need to use Ex Machina, I can put Komokuten in front for the passive crit rate and attack buff returns. We use Revolution from him. Then we have a stat stick, doesn't matter who is it. We're not going to use Bishan Mountain, but we are going to use Yolanga for Rebellion and Rakunda. He is very useful for the shock crit damage taken up because we inflict ailment anyways, so the worm becomes more valuable. For turn order, Vino must be first, Wonder must be second ideally, and Twins third, then Queen then last. Vino needs to be first because we need to kill the souls on the second turn. So it's changed the strategy a little bit. Instead of killing the souls on the first turn, I kill on the second turn. I'll explain more in the battle. Something to do with the delaying of the elements cooldown. So it's gonna be a bit different this time because we're gonna kill the souls on the second turn. We skill on the dog. We kill the soul on the second turn. So that we will delay the cooldown, not cooldown, the turns of the elements. So it will last for second and third turn. We do Fire Ice, buff damage. Then we skill 1. Try not to kill any of them. Okay, kill one of them, that's sad, but it's fine. Okay, you get a freeze, that's good. Typically, if you kill on the first turn, the dog's elements will drop to 1 turn. So if you kill all the souls now, then it becomes 2 turns, which is more ideal. So there's less RNG involved also. When we do skill 1, we target the soul, target the soul. So that you can trigger 1 more after this Vino skill 2. Okay, that's sadly didn't kill the yellow one, but it's fine. We are going to target the dog. First we will kill the souls later on the twins action. Now we go to the Langer, then use a Queen highlight. Then we Rakunda. Then we can do, actually it's more ideal like this because we can actually, oh no, it's knocked down anyways, never mind. If it's not knocked down, you can actually trigger 1 more. Okay, now we crash out. Then skill 3. 100k is pretty strong. Got knocked down sadly, but it's fine. Then we do a skill 3. Right now it still has all 4 elements, which is nice, but we're still gonna use a skill 2, skill 1 to debuff the defense. Because last time we used skill 2, right? So there's no skill 3 buff sadly, but the skill 3 buff is not too big, so it's not too bad. Then we Rebellion, Milanka. Debuffing defense is way more important than the skill 3. Now we twin skill 3 using Almighty. So buff damage and also heal us. Then we use the twin highlight. The nice thing about Medic Twin is that you can still use the Fire Ice highlight. It's the best highlight for the twins. It's a very strong highlight. It's like 30% damage and 20% attack buff. Very strong. Maybe skill 3, this would be pretty good damage. Oh, 500k from A0R0, that is strong. Then we do skill 1 on Win. Then we know skill 3. Then you can do Revolution. Fire Ice to buff. Then Queen skill 3. Only 160 Sally. And then you tank. The skill 2 triggering now is a terrible time because the counter will count down. You'll see that it's still 1, you can't 1, usually 2 turns now it's only 1 because it triggers right at the end of the dog's turn. So that's very unfortunate. Then you want to do a skill 1 again. But I think the skill 1 is better here because of the defense debuff. The dog gets a lot of damage. If reduce defense, then skill 1 with, you know, also reduce defense. Then you swap to Yolanga. And check the ailment. 2 turns, okay, that's good. Now Yolanga and then we know highlight. Now you have all 4 elements on this turn, which is very ideal. Because it lasts for 2 turns also, all 4 elements last for 2 turns. It will last until the end already, because now it's the second to last turn. And do Wind and Electric to heal. And also get the last facade for the next turn and crash out. And we do skill 3. That's good damage. 500k. Then the final turn, do a skill 3. Skill 3. Then Yolanga Rebellion. Skill 3 from the twins. Then with Queen highlight. And last turn, last section, 500k. Skill 3, can they reach 500k? Yes, it can. Oh, 600k, that's crazy. Is it a new record? Oh no, it's a bit less than the previous highest. The 1.7. Here is a rotation for Cherish if you want to use him. Or if you want, you can just try Marion, but just make sure you put Trust Prosperity instead of Faith and Peace for Cherish. This one only got for a 3 million, which is a pretty big difference compared to the one in this video, which can get out to 54 million. So that's 10 million increase, which is quite insane. And it's quite funny because Cherish only just released like 2 updates ago and he already got power fed by the twins.